YouTube, chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Listen, Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Man, say it and so, you guys. Another one bites the dust already. Time and time again, we see podcasts come together. All the hosts and co-hosts seem to have great chemistry with each other. And then out of nowhere, the podcast ends. Now, usually we see this from rappers. A lot of rappers started podcasting during COVID. They had nothing better to do. They wanted to make money. So they thought podcasting was going to be easy. After a couple episodes, they realized, this shit is actually a lot harder than it looks. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did not expect this one. Now, during the tail end of the Kendrick and Drake battle, Elliott Wilson, DJ Hecht, and Jeremy Hecht came together and started the podcast. The podcast was called The Bigger Picture, and back then, there wasn't really a podcast that was really breaking down this beef between Drake and Kendrick. You had Elliott Wilson, who's from the East Coast, but now claims he's from the West Coast. Then you had DJ Hecht, who's actually in the same camp as Kendrick, and he's also from the West Coast. And then you had Jeremy Hecht, who was the moderator. A lot of their early episodes was spent breaking down the beef between Drake and Kendrick. Then later on, they started to expand and talk about other artists. Then eventually, they started bringing on guests on their podcast, which the fans seemed to enjoy. Now, the podcast wasn't getting crazy numbers, but they had a fan base and they were doing decent numbers on YouTube. Now, things changed about 2 months ago when they moved their drop dates from Saturdays to Wednesdays. According to Jeremy, they wanted to be able to be current on the topics that they talked about.
As you can see, currently I don't have my two amazing co-hosts next to me. Elliott Wilson would be yelling The Bigger Picture, and DJ Hecht may be eating his morning snack, which he tends to do while me and Elliott are arguing about something that he does not care about. But today, instead of that, you are just seeing my face with an announcement, and we do want to let you guys know, we have listened to the people. We read the comments, at least I do. I'm in the comment section. I'm in the chat reading all of the responses to our episodes, and sometimes we're a little late on the news, okay? We were recording on Thursday. We missed the new music every week. A new album would drop on Friday. You wouldn't hear our takes until it was too late, pretty much. And you've heard every other podcast and every other media personality talk about how they feel about albums before us. So, we have some competition on the team, okay? We all want to be the best. Elliott Wilson, the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? We can't let our takes get stale. So we listen to the people, and The Bigger Picture is now filming from Thursday to Tuesday, and we're going to do a one-day turnaround and get you episodes every week on Wednesdays. Let's go! So, the crew is going to be working tirelessly. We're going to make it happen. Let us know in the comments.
Now, most times when podcasts change their dates or their schedule, usually a conversation about metrics was had internally. Now, fast forward 2 months later, grand opening, grand closing, the podcast, The Bigger Picture, is over. Jeremy Hecht put out this tweet tonight saying tomorrow will be the final episode of The Bigger Picture. It's not the end of us three together, but it will never be exactly like this again. I'm so thankful for the community we built and for anyone who tuned in even for a moment. You changed my life, for real. Goodbye at 6 p.m. PST tomorrow. Now, this is very unfortunate, but I do want to mention to you guys, sometimes when people announce the end of their podcast, sometimes all they mean is that they're going to change the name of their podcast. Either we get a name change or they're going to drop down to 2 hosts instead of 3. Or maybe they're going to add another host. We've seen a bunch of podcasts pull this move in the past. But if this is actually true, and this is truly the end of The Bigger Picture with Elliott Wilson, DJ Hecht, and Jeremy Hecht, it's very unfortunate, but these guys are going to be just fine. DJ Hecht still has his own radio show, effective immediately, that he does with Gina Views. I believe Elliott Wilson just brought back the Elliott Wilson Experience. And Jeremy Hecht still has his own show called Soundcheck. Now, I'm sure if you're a Drake fan, this news is probably some of the best news that you're going to receive all month. A lot of people that were pro-Drake and anti-Kendrick did not fuck with this show. A fan actually told Jeremy saying, that's what happens when you guys take turns dick riding Kendrick. You learn that Kendrick barely drops music worth talking about for more than a few weeks. You guys only stayed alive this long because Drake was a center topic. When Iceman drops, you guys would have gotten views again. But sucks that your show will no longer be around. Good luck, and hopefully you pick the right side of history next time. God damn, this gotta be OVO Chubb's burner account. Somebody go double check that. You guys get in the comments below. Are you guys going to miss the bigger picture now that it's over? And do you guys think the show is actually over, or are these guys going to rebrand? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.